Yet. Live! Okay, now we're live. Hi again if you missed it the first time. Hi everybody, my name is Alisha. Welcome back to EnglishClass101.com's YouTube and Facebook live stream. Thank you for joining us again today. There are lots of people already in the YouTube chat, I think. From Colombia, somebody from Brazil, as always, a person named Yuliani from Indonesia, a person called Tao from Jakarta, Wasenakar from Brazil, too. Great. Okay. While we wait to get everything lined up, let's see. There are some... I can't quite see the chat moving just yet. I think we're getting everything hooked up. Oh, there it goes. Hi, Guilherme from Brazil. Great. Milena from Ecuador. Hi. Raphael, hello. I saw you leaving messages in the chat earlier today. You've been waiting a long time. Hi. Oh, we're up on Facebook now too. Great, 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 great. So this week we are back on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm very excited that we're all set up this week. That's fantastic. So while we wait for everybody else to join, I've got a couple points to talk about, but please don't forget, hit the like button, please, 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 as you join on YouTube and on Facebook. It helps other people find the video. It's super helpful for us. So please hit the like button, the thumbs up button. Very, very helpful. Thank you, thank you. Martin from Mexico, hi. Emre from Turkey, hi. Leonardo from Brazil, another Leonardo from Brazil. Oh, wow, 2 in a row. That's amazing. Facebook, I see you. You are up. Great. Good, good, good. Okay. Nabil, hello on Facebook. Great. Esa, hi. On Facebook, I see you too. Yes, lots of Brazilians are here. As always, Brazil, I think your time zone is perfect for our live stream. So thank you, all the people from Brazil. Hi Brazil, as always. Pablo, hi from Chile. Alan, hi. Anderson from Brazil, hi, welcome back. Gabriel from Brazil. We have lots of people from Brazil right now. Great. Okay, but while we wait for other people to join, as always, last week there was a little hiccup, so I didn't share it, but last week I posted a tweet that used the grammar point we talked about in last week's live. So last week our topic was adjective order. Do you remember I had like a long list of adjectives or adjective orders, types of adjective, and I talked about the order we use these in. So if you haven't seen that, you can check it on our YouTube channel. That might be really useful for you. But as always, I put up a tweet. I think you're going to see it in just a second. Using adjective order. Here it is. Yeah, great. Okay, so in this case, I shared music from SoundCloud that I liked, but I used adjective order here. So I said, I had 2 adjectives. I said glorious post-typhoon weather. So my 2 adjectives here, glorious is one, my opinion, and then post-typhoon. So post-typhoon, we talked about phrasal adjectives last week, yeah? I used a hyphen here to connect these 2 adjectives. So glorious was my opinion, which was one of the first level adjectives, and post-typhoon is kind of like a time expression after a typhoon. So this was my example of how I used last week's grammar point in my life for real. So I hope you used it too. Thank you for joining last week, by the way. That was fantastic. Okay, so lots more people have joined. That's fantastic. I'm going to say hello to Daniel from Brazil. There are so many people from Brazil this week. Great. And on Facebook, still people joining. Who? Maybe is how you say your name. Hi. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Camarena Gonzalez. Carlos, hi. You have a lot of eyes in your message. Luis, I have already sent many hellos to Brazil today. There are a lot of people from Brazil watching today. So thank you all for joining. Thank everybody for joining. But now that we're all here, and I hope you hit the like button as you joined. Super helpful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please hit like, and we're going to talk this week about Halloween a little bit. Well, not specifically Halloween, but because next week is Halloween, Halloween is a commonly celebrated holiday in the USA, I want to talk not specifically about Halloween, but some things related to Halloween that I hope are helpful for you at other times of the year as well. So I want to talk about like scary movies, scary stories and stuff. And I made some example sentences that I hope you can use to help practice some of the grammar we've been talking about in the live streams. So let's get started. Okay, I want to begin with one key point that many students make mistakes with: the difference between scary and scared. What is the difference between scary and scared? So I want to begin today's lesson with this important point because I think it can help you with other adjectives. So first, let's talk about scary. So the word scary is used to describe something, to talk about something that causes fear. It causes fear in us. So for example, a scary movie, or that costume is scary, or a scary monster. Something that causes fear in us is scary. That thing is scary. We do not use scary for our emotions. Instead, we use scared. Scared, it ends in ed. So we use scared to explain like the state, the condition of being afraid. So we can use the preposition of after scared to explain the thing that causes that fear in us. So for example, I'm scared of horror movies, or she's scared of snakes, or they're scared of heights, and so on. So please remember for today and always, really, scary causes fear. It's something outside you. Scared, that ed ending is for your feeling, your that feeling of fear in you. This is actually a pretty common pattern for adjectives. That ed ending at the end of adjectives is for emotion and feeling related adjectives. So with that in mind, let's continue to today's key points. I hope you're ready. Okay, we have a lot to do. So maybe some of you have seen on the YouTube channel, we posted a few weeks ago, I think, a video about scary monsters. So in this case, we're talking about, we talked about 3 scary monsters from the USA, kind of like traditional monsters. So I want to, because a lot of you are watching from different countries around the world, and I don't know very much about like the monster cultures in your world, I want to practice some grammar and vocabulary words to describe monsters in your country. So for our first, we have it ready. Our first example, or our first practice point for today, will be to describe a monster from your country or your culture. I'm going to move. Okay, so I have 2 kind of patterns we can use here. So we have monster, the name of the monster is blah, blah, blah. And then here, this is its behavior, it. And so here is a verb, and maybe there's some other information you want to include about it. So for an example, in the video, I talked about Bigfoot, which is a really commonly known American monster, a monster in North America. I said in the video something like Bigfoot, my monster name, Bigfoot is a tall, hairy beast. So tall and hairy, my adjective order, yeah, a size and then a physical feature point. Bigfoot is a tall, hairy beast, and then I said it lives, so here is a verb, it lives in cold places and may attack people. So I've given some information in the first sentence about what Bigfoot looks like, or Bigfoot's features, or what kind of monster it is, and then I talk about its behavior in this sentence. So here, if you want to use the plural form, we can do it here, like vampires, for example. So vampires, here, the plural form with an S, yeah? Vampires are, thin, pale monsters, and they suck the blood of humans. So please describe a monster from your country or your culture. Any monster really is fine. And what does it do? What is its behavior? Okay, so first, what is a name? What is the name of a monster? Tell me the name of a monster, and what does the monster do? This was our first point. Okay, The monster, Christy on YouTube says the monster is Tao Tai. Okay, what's that? Tell us more about that. So everybody in the chat can learn a little something today. Oh, Facebook, you are the first one. Nelson on Facebook, nicely done. Cadejo is a big dog. It takes care of drunk people. It's a monster from Guatemala. Really? So it's like a nice monster? A big dog that takes care of drunk people. By the way, it's a monster from Guatemala. It's a monster from Guatemala. Perfect. That's awesome. That's really cool. It's a monster that takes care of drunk people. Okay, nice one. Thank you, Nelson. Fantastic. Oh, next one is on YouTube. Leonardo, the monster is chupacabra. It is a monster that eats. It eats. Don't forget this little S, yeah? It eats all the animals on your farm. It's from Brazil. Nice. Very nice. Thanks, Leonardo. Okay, great. Great. Okay, some people are talking about their monsters now. Salem on Facebook. The monster is Gula? Okay, what is it? So give us more information. Oh, next one. Milena on YouTube. The cuco is like a ghost. It scares children when they don't eat soup. That's very specific. That's very specific. Why soup? Why soup? Why not a different food? Is it a soup-specific monster? Like, very nice. That is awesome. This is really, really fun. This is really cool. Okay. Someone on Facebook, Hulk says, I am a monster. Okay. Nabil on Facebook says, a witch. A witch is a monster. A witch is a woman. A woman, use the singular form. A woman who rides, she rides a broom. A broom. So, a monster from your country. A monster from your country. Oh, next one on YouTube. Dadarabe is an old man from Madagascar. He often takes naughty children at night. Ooh, so an old man who takes bad kids. Good monster. Good monster. Okay. Masaya on Facebook says, in Japan, there's Turbo Grandma. It runs very fast. Okay. That is very funny, actually. Great. You guys, these are hilarious. Hilarious means very, very funny. Okay. On YouTube, La Llorona is a woman who cries for her child. We suppose she kills you in revenge of the murder of her children. It's from Mexico. Whoa, that is a gnarly monster. Gnarly means like awesome or crazy or cool or something like that. Whoa, that's interesting. These are really interesting monsters. Okay, Mahmoud on Facebook says the mummy is an old monster from Egypt. Good. So these are a couple ways that we can talk about monsters from our countries and our cultures. Fantastic. These are awesome. I had no idea. I still can't believe there's a dog, a big dog monster that takes care of drunk people. That's really cool. Okay, fantastic. But this is very fun. But we have to go to the next point. So the next thing I want to mention, oh yes, thank you, Gru. If you are just joining us, today's topic, we're talking about like scary stories. We're talking about some new vocabulary and a little bit about Halloween related things. But as always, our team has prepared some free stuff for you this week, and we would like to share that with you now. So please take a look. Our free PDFs are, again, available this week, but the team is always adding new stuff. So if you have not checked it out on the website yet, please take a look. So if you are logged into your EnglishClass101.com account, you can download these right away. Just if you're logged in, you download immediately. So these are free PDFs that are kind of vocabulary pointers for a few different situations. So if you need a couple vocabulary words for like business and work that are difficult to remember, you can check this sheet, or you can keep it in your office or keep it on your phone. So I've mentioned this before, but some of you say that you like to study English when you're not connected to the internet. So these can be great to download and put on your computer. You can check them like in the airport or if you don't have an internet connection. So please check out our free PDFs. The team is making new ones. The team makes new ones all the time, so have a look at those for sure. If you are interested, there's a link. If you're watching this video on YouTube, there's a link below the video. Please click the link below the video to get those PDFs you just saw. Or if you're watching this video on Facebook, please click the link above the video to check it out. So those are on EnglishClass101.com. You just sign in with your account and you can pick them up for free. So, all right. with that, let's move on to our next topic for today. I gotta roll my chair. Okay, the next topic for today I want to move on to is some vocabulary words. Okay, so, yeah. Oh, I think some more people are joining us now too. If you're just joining, thanks very much. Again, our topic for today is scary stuff. Please make sure to like the video. Woo, this stuff. Like the video on YouTube and on Facebook. It's very, very helpful for us. Okay, so next I want to talk about a few new vocabulary points. So at the beginning of today's lesson, I talked about the words scary and scared. But we have a lot of words to describe different feelings, different sort of levels or different types of scary or scared. So I want to introduce a few today. Okay, the first word I want to introduce is the word creepy. Maybe I've talked about this in a video before. I don't remember, but the word is creepy. Creepy. Okay, maybe some of you know the word creepy, but this is a great word. Creepy we use to explain things that make us feel like a little bit nervous, or they cause some kind of nervous suspense. That's what we use creepy to explain. So for example, we could say like, this house is creepy, or that movie was really creepy. We can also use this word for people, because sometimes people make us feel like kind of nervous, like something bad or negative or a little strange might happen. In those cases, we can use creepy to talk about people. Like, that guy is really creepy, or she's a really creepy girl. So creepy is a word we can use to talk about a lot of kind of scary or a little bit scary. But the nuance of creepy is something that makes you feel like a little bit nervous, or like a little bit of suspense, like, ooh, what might happen, or maybe something might jump out in a movie. So kind of nervous and suspense is sort of the nuance of the word creepy. So I want to talk about this word, creepy. Ahmed on YouTube, creepy isn't necessarily weird. It doesn't mean weird. It's like a nervous feeling, or it causes a nervous feeling that something strange might happen. It's a type of scary. So these words, think about it in like a scary category. Like, this is the word scary, and then these are different types of scary. This is a type of scary. So this specific creepy means like nervous and something unexpected might happen. Creepy. Okay, so that's one. Another word I want to talk about today. My black pen has died. It has died, so I'm going to switch to a red pen. Okay, so the next word I want to talk about is the word eerie. Eerie. This has kind of a strange spelling. So the word is eerie. Eerie. This word, eerie, you might see this word in books. It's not as common in conversation, but you might see this in books, actually. So we use eerie to talk about things that are kind of mysterious. So the nuance of eerie is that, like, it's sort of like a strange experience. We can use it for a situation or like a sound. It sounds like something that's like not from Earth. It's not from this world. Maybe it comes from a different world or a different planet or a different dimension. I don't know. So we use eerie for these like mysterious kind of strange things that maybe they just don't seem like they're part of regular life. So eerie is another word we can use as a type of scary. So it's like mysterious, something otherworldly. Worldly is a great pronunciation point. Otherworldly. Oops, I can't say right now. Otherworldly. So eerie. Eerie is the second word I want to introduce. We have creepy, which causes nervous suspense feelings. Eerie, which is like mysterious and otherworldly. And then the last word, I want to talk about 3 vocabulary words for today. The third word, maybe some of you know this word, I don't know. The third word is gory. Gory. Ew. Gory. Okay. So maybe some of you like gory movies, for example. So gory is a word we use to talk about something that creates an image, a strong visual image of very, very like graphic or extreme violence, like with the body. So like blood, for example, or like people's heads getting cut off in movies. These are things we describe as gory. So very like extreme graphic violence. So when I say graphic, I mean like the visual is really strong. Like there's blood on the screen or something really, really extreme like that. We use gory to talk about it. So for example, like Quentin Tarantino, he's a very famous movie maker. Like Quentin Tarantino's movies are kind of famous for being gory sometimes. Like Kill Bill, for example, that was really famous because it was crazy gory. It was like a comic book. Or we could say like gory movies make me sick. Yeah, Mauricio on YouTube, zombies are gory. That's nice. We usually don't talk about people as gory, like because people usually don't like walk around with, I don't know, extreme like blood or like guts on them. So it's strange to talk about a person as gory. That's weird. Usually we talk about media as gory. A person can be eerie, a person can be creepy, but it's a little strange to talk about a person as gory. So please keep that in mind. So gory, yeah. Strong visual of violence is the nuance of gory. So let's keep this in mind. So these are three types of scary, sort of, or three other words we can use to talk about scary movies or scary media, and even some people too. Okay, so with this in mind, thinking about these, I want to go to our next practice point then. So I mentioned some of these are useful for movies, yeah. So I want to ask them about a scary story or a scary movie that was memorable for you and why, okay? So this is our second practice point for today. What scary movie or story, either's fine, was memorable? So memorable means like it was something you remembered. It was like it's very, very clear in your memory. Something that you remember very well. And why was it memorable? Why was it memorable? So for me, for example, maybe some of you have seen the movie The Ring. Oh, did you see it? So The Ring is memorable to me because it was super creepy. It was super creepy. So it made my everyday life seemed creepy, and it really scared me. Yeah, so creepy and scared. So it made my everyday life seem creepy, and it scared me really bad. Okay, so The Ring was memorable for me. Another one that was scary for me, let's see. I saw the movie The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Maybe you saw that. I don't know. So The Exorcism of Emily Rose was memorable for me. That was a scary movie because of all the eerie effects in the movie. So I watched it at midnight, like in the movie theater, and I couldn't sleep. So there were eerie effects in that movie, like people's eyes turned black, or like their mouths got too big, or people spoke in languages they couldn't speak in. So that movie was really, really eerie and just terrifying to me. So, what scary movie or story was memorable for you, and why? Okay. Oh, some people have said The Walking Dead. So why? Why is The Walking Dead memorable? Andre is on Facebook. Nice. I don't like scary movies, but I can remember the X-Files. The music is so creepy. Yeah, X-Files is a great example. So X-Files is a great example, a very famous example of creepy. So X-Files created that nervous, like suspense feeling. Yeah, nice one. That's great. AJ on YouTube says Dead Silence. I couldn't sleep the whole night. I was just a little kid when I watched it. Oh, but why? So what? Can you use an adjective? Why was it scary? Why was it creepy? Was it gory? Guillermo on YouTube. Alien 8 Passenger was memorable because it is extremely gory. Oh, I don't know that movie, but gory. So that means strong visuals of violence. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Francisco on YouTube says The Conjuring because it was very realistic. Nice, good, realistic. So realistic is sort of, I guess we can compare it to gory. Gory means like very strong visuals of violent things. But realistic just means it seems lifelike. It seems real. Tao on YouTube says, it was memorable for me because it was so scary. Okay, yeah, It just recently came out, a remake of that. Nice. Okay. Other things, oh, Lisbeth on YouTube, Wreck was memorable to me because after I watch it, I can't see it for another year. Yes, I saw the movie Wreck. I watched it with some friends. I cried. I was so scared. Like, after the movie ended, my friends like turned off all the lights and were like making scary sounds and following me. They were really, really mean. I like cried. That was a terrifying movie. Yeah, great example. Great example. Okay, nice. Well, thank you for your great example movies on YouTube and on Facebook. Excellent. All right, then we only have about 5 minutes, so I want to go on to our last practice point for today. And yes, if you're just joining, thanks for coming. We only have a couple minutes live, but please make sure to like the video. Very helpful for us. But as I mentioned, next week is Halloween, a popular holiday in the US. And so maybe you've heard, or maybe you've seen, especially in the media, that in many neighborhoods in the US, there's kind of a tradition where people wear costumes and go to, if you're a child, people go trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treating means like collecting candy from neighbors as like a fun activity. And then adults or young adults often go to costume parties. So this can be really, really fun. This is sort of like the one day of the year where we can wear a crazy costume or something funny and go out and just have a good time in a funny outfit. So I think Halloween is hilarious. It's really fun. So I want to introduce our last practice point for today. And this is actually going to be the grammar we're going to use in this sentence is the grammar I want to practice in next week's live stream. So this is a preview. So let's take a look at our last point for today. If you were going to a costume party, what costume would you wear and why? If you were going to a costume party, what would you wear and why? So if I were going to a costume party, here's your answer. This part right here is your answer, yeah? If I were going to a costume party, I would wear a or an, and then the name of the costume, because. So for example, if I were going to a costume party, I would wear a bear costume because I would be warm. I feel like it's cold. It always seems cold on Halloween. So I would wear a bear costume because it would be warm. It would be warm. So what would you wear? If I were going to a costume party, I would wear what? Okay. Or if I were going to a costume party, I would wear a cat costume because it's easy. Okay. If I were going to a costume party, I would wear a Batgirl costume because it would be fun. So if you were going to a costume party, so let's give your grammar a practice here. If you were going to a costume party, what would you wear and why? Yes, YouTube, Thiago mentions there's no Halloween celebrations, but yeah, that's fine. But just imagine if you were going, what would you wear? Andre on YouTube says, I know it isn't very scary, but I would go. Make sure to use this. I would. This is a future potential sentence. Yeah. I would go as a pilot because I'm a pilot. Oh, so it's not a costume. That's your real job. All right. That's cool. Gerson. Hey, Gerson on Facebook. Thanks for coming again this week. If I were going to a costume party, I would wear Freddy Krueger because it's so scary. Very nice. Nice example. Nice grammar there too. Would wear. Very nice. Leonardo on YouTube. If I were going to a costume party, I would wear the Annabelle costume because everyone is watching. What's Annabelle? I don't know. Everyone is watching. What is that? From The Conjuring, says our crew. Oh gosh, I need to watch some movies. Good. Estefano, yes, you are watching this video live right now, but it will not be live in just a couple minutes. Okay. Other ones. Hi, Andre on Facebook. Thanks for joining. Nelson on Facebook says, if I were going to a costume party, I would wear a Spider-Man costume because it's my favorite superhero. Perfect. Nice one. Spider-Man is cool. I'm feeling like very Batman lately. I don't know. I'm kind of in a Batman mood. Pamela, if I were going to a costume party, I would wear my wedding dress again because I wore it only once, so I'd like to use it again and feel as if it were the first time. Oh, that's nice. That's a really, sweet costume idea. Oh. Okay, very nice. Thank you for sharing. Vladimir Putin. Wow, we have quite the participant in our chat today. If I were going to a costume party, I would wear a Donald Trump costume because I wanted to see that. It went too fast. Dang it. I'll check that later. That was a good one. Okay. I would wear a letter costume because I want to write poems and write one for you. Oh, interesting. As a letter. Okay, sounds good. Other ones. I would wear a Jedi costume because I love Star Wars. I would wear a vampire costume, but I don't know why. I would wear an astronaut suit because I'm always high. Okay, we're gonna end on that one. You guys are very funny today. Yeah, I don't know. What am I gonna wear? My actual Halloween costume this year? I don't know. Maybe I'll put a picture of it on Instagram or something. You'll have to check there to find out the answer. All right, but I have to finish. I'm late as always. So it's time to wrap up. Next week's topic, as I mentioned before, next week's topic is going to be if clause sentences. So I mentioned this practice we just did. If you were blah, 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 what would you do? So I'm going to focus on how to make those types of sentences in next week's live session. So please join us, on either YouTube or on Facebook next week at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be Wednesday, November 1st. Wednesday, November 1st will be our next live stream. So please join in. And we have a couple good words to think about over the next week. Creepy, eerie, gory. And don't forget the difference between scary and scared. Scared is for your emotion. So please don't forget that. Also, if you haven't, please make sure to like the video. It's very helpful for us. We get to continue making videos if lots of people watch and lots of people like them. So please make sure to hit the like button. Check us out at EnglishClass101.com. Find us on YouTube. Find us on Facebook. And of course, have a great week. So thanks very much for joining us on this episode of our live stream. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your night, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.